D. Luniak, does Delpa injury force Cleveland into ET conversation? I think so.
Well, that's D. Lunatic, first of all.
What
I do think it's interesting, right?
What did I say?
D. Luniak, I believe. We'll have to check that on the tape afterwards.
Oui.
Yeah, well, different story. I think you got to be interested, right? Like if it's an Achilles tear or something significant, I do think that looking into Earl Thomas could make some sense for the Cleveland Browns.
Next question from Jacob. What's up, brother? I believe in Deshaun Elliott. Do you guys? He is supposed to be the player that's supposed to fill in for the Baltimore Ravens. He is going to be the guy that is going to try to fill the shoes of Earl Thomas. He's a good player, but do I think that he can be ET right away? No, I don't. However, they had to at least have a little bit of confidence because was he a cancer locker room? Yes, but you still have to have at least a little bit of confidence in Elliott to make the move.
Yeah, Deshaun Elliott, a player at Texas, he also kind of had some baggage coming out of college. He got into it with Tom Herman a couple of times down in Austin, but clearly they're high enough on him to move on from Earl Thomas. He was a good playmaker. I think he had 6 interceptions this past season in college, but he's going to have to step up quick because the Ravens are Super Bowl contenders.
Aiden Hartman, do you see any coaches getting fired after the season? Yeah.
We've been asked this a few times. There are always going to be coaches that get fired. I do think, Mitch, it could be a smaller number than usual just with everything going on, the limited offseason, the coronavirus stuff. Maybe it's more like 3 or 4 coaches instead of 5 to 7.
The name that just always is just on my radar.
Adam Gase.
Well, Adam Gase is one, obviously. I think Vic Fangio could be in there as well. You can disagree with me if you want.
No, I think it's a good
I'll
one.
throw out Dan Quinn's name in there as well.
Yeah, big year for him.
Anthony Lynn.
Sleeper could be Matt Nagy if the Bears just flop this year, although I think their GM, Ryan Pace, would be the first to go. But if they bring in a new GM, he could get rid of Nagy as well. So I think those are some coaches to keep an eye on. I do think it will be a smaller number this year.
Jeff Rogers, what's up, brother? Why hasn't Clowney signed yet? Is he still asking for too much money? I mean, that has to be the reason, plus all the injury concerns around Clowney in the offseason. Plus, there were some rumors from NFL GMs that they were worried about his effort. You add all of that to a player whose ego is, well, too big to even fit on a screen. He wants to get paid a lot more, and he just hasn't been happy with the number yet.
I mean, at some point, you got to sign him, right? Like,
you would think.
We're less than 3 weeks away. If he's serious about playing this year and making major money next year, I mean, you can't skip a year. Like, you got to play. So I'll be curious to see what he does over the next, I'd say, week or so. Like, it can't be much longer than that before he makes a decision.
All right, let's play some games here. Vikes sign Earl Thomas and trade Anthony Harris. Appreciate the super chat, but you got to get a picture. All right, Vikes sign Earl Thomas, trade Anthony Harris. What are your thoughts on that?
The challenge is you can only trade a player on the tag to a team who doesn't have a tagged player already. So that already limits those teams.
Yep.
I mean, is Thomas better than Harris? Like, maybe, but
I don't think so.
He's also older. I think they're in the same tier, Mitch. And don't you just keep the guy who you know, who's younger and isn't causing issues off the field, and on the field?
I will take Anthony Harris over Earl Thomas.
At this point, I think I'm with you.
Super chat time from David Vilma. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the 49ers channel, make sure you do. YouTube.com/49ers TV. Wide receiver injuries. G's signed Stokes, T.O., Rice, and Anquan Bolden. P.S. I got the first. So, yeah, you're 100% trolling here, but they've had a ton of injuries.
What year is it? Because at one time, that would be an awesome receiving core. Yeah, I mean, Ayuk's the latest one. We don't know how serious it is, but they've had a ton of injuries at receivers. So you've got to consider bringing somebody in. I don't think 46-year-old T.O. is the answer, but appreciate the super, David.
Let's go to Conor Pacheco. I'm not sure. If the Cowboys don't sign E.T., if the Cowboys don't sign Earl Thomas, who will? So I do think you got to put at least the 49ers have got to be in there. The Houston Texans have got to be in there. And then another team I'm going to throw out there because of the injury to Grant Delpit. I am a believer the Browns, They have money. I am going to insert them into the equation. So if you want to check out our full list of potential Earl Thomas destinations, I made this video on Sunday, so please go check it out. And to make sure that you don't miss any of the videos that we put out, because all our videos 100% free, and yes, they are interactive as well. You can subscribe, click that big red button, and for all of you that are already subscribed, much love to you. A big, big help to help us get to 200,000 subs is take that link that you see below, youtube.com/chatsportstv, and send it to all your friends. Send it to everyone that you know that loves sports. We would definitely appreciate that. So, oh boy, what do you have to lose by subscribing?
Nothing last time I checked.
Literally nothing.
Unless something has changed in the last 10 seconds.
No, it hasn't. So if you're looking for the latest NFL news and rumors, audience interaction, so Nicholas Casso, Cortez Williams, 100% free for the next 365 days, please go ahead and click that big red button. All right, next question is coming in from Nicholas. Dez to the Packers. It makes sense to me to a certain degree, right? Because the Packers are definitely a team that need wide receiver help. They're definitely a team that wants to surround Aaron Rodgers. But I think Dez has got to pack it in.
I think the problem is Dez is pretty far down the list of receivers that'll get signed next, right? Like, I don't think he's getting signed. I guess technically he would get signed over Josh Gordon right now because Gordon hadn't been reinstated yet. But as soon as he's reinstated, he's getting signed by somebody, whereas Dez could have been signed at any point. The Ravens clearly didn't show that much interest after working him out.
Very true.
I just kind of think it's over for him, which is a bummer, but it's going to take something catastrophic for him to get back in the league.
Metal George TV. Who is the favorite to have the number 1 overall pick in 2021? I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I don't know if there's official odds yet, but I think they had the projected least wins on the initial
it's got to be the Jags.
2020 wins total. So I think it's Jacksonville. Although it wouldn't surprise me if they overachieved, I put that in quotes, and won like 5 games and had like the 3rd pick instead of the 1st. But they're going to be pretty bad. Expect them, the Washington football team, the Giants, and the Jets. Those are the 4 teams I'll put in the race for the number 1 pick.
Junior Langston, get a pick. Who's the most underrated signing in free agency? So the most underrated signing in free agency, the name that comes up to my mind is Chris Harris Jr. I thought he was an absolute steal when you look at a lot of the other deals that went down. Nicole Roby-Coleman is another steal.
How about a recent one? How about Everson Griffin? 1 year, $6 million. I mean, that's pretty good value. Hey, consider this too. Consider this for Dallas. 1 year, $6 million. Robert Quinn, who he's replacing, 5 years, $70 million in Chicago.
Yeah,
Quinn's a good player, but I'll take Griffin at 1 year, $6 million over 5 years and $70 million.
Absolutely. So we want you guys right now to shout out your favorite NFL player, or something that we've done a lot here, shout out a random player. So go ahead, scroll on down, Facebook, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Shout out your favorite player here, and we'll give some shout-outs to some of the people. I see someone type in Dez. Somebody threw in an FAB. Somebody said Kurt Warner, Derek Carr, Zeke Elliott, DK Metcalf, Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, Marlon Humphrey. Wow, that's an interesting one. Patrick Mahomes, CeeDee Lamb. No big surprises there. Somebody saying Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, to the guy shouting out Jimmy G, we do have Jimmy G jersey available for you. Chatsports.com/jersey deal. For $63.99, you can get that Jimmy Garoppolo jersey. All you got to do is go to the link that you see below. It's in the comments. It's in the description. The Kirk Cousins jersey, that one is not quite $63.99, but it is under $80.
The rest of these are under $80, but yes, that Jimmy G one is at a special price right now for you 49ers fans, $63.99. But all of these jerseys, brand new, Nike, the authentic stuff, $79.99. You're not going to find a better price. Season's 3 weeks away, man.
That's crazy.
Rep your favorite player, rep your favorite team. Get a brand new Nike jersey at chatsports.com/jersey deal. Less than $80. That deal's not going to last forever.
I'm Tristan. I'm Mitch. Devin and Jason McCourty and a 2022 second for OBJ and a 2021 first. Then Pat signed ET. I mean,
a lot going on there.
Yeah, there's a lot. However,
didn't one of the McCourtys opt out?
Yeah, but I don't remember which one it was. Devin and Jason.
I think Devin did, but don't quote me on that. Either way, a second and a first for OBJ?
No.
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 No, I'm good. I'm not signing. I'm not giving a first and a second for Odell Beckham. I'm not giving a first. If you take the first out and just do a second, I could probably do that.
Cool. Cortez Williams, what's up? What team do you think Clay Matthews fits with? I think Kansas City. You want to take this, Chiefs
I actually
guy?
don't like that fit, but in the old Chiefs system before Steve Spagnuolo, when they ran the 3-4, I would agree with that. But Spags likes big physical pass rushers in that 4-3 scheme. That's not Clay Matthews. He's about 240, 245 pounds, more of a speed guy. That doesn't really fit what they like to do at the edge position. So now could they bring him in for cheap? Certainly. I mean, I'm sure the Chiefs could make something work with him there, but doesn't really fit what they're trying to do. that's why they traded D Ford, Mitch, because he was undersized and didn't fit their system. So
if you like Harrison Graham, you like the Kansas City Chiefs, go subscribe to the Chiefs channel, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. All right, Jacob, what's up? Should the Raiders sign Dez Bryant if Williams can't play? Appreciate the question. I'm going to respectfully just say no. They should. Brian Edwards, I think, can step up. They have a lot of other pieces that you can put in and out there. To me, Dez Bryant's career is over, so I am going to respectfully pass on Dez.
Yeah, there's better options out there. The Raiders have a lot of depth at that position. Play the young guys, see how they do. Dez in Vegas doesn't make sense.